It's important to distinguish the difference between alpha and high value. Alpha men are usually at the top of the sexual hierarchy. Maybe they're jacked or wealthy or famous, but not necessarily all three. High value men are outliers in this sense. Not only are they alpha, but they're also well-rounded in all other aspects of their life. They're almost always good-looking, masculine, and wealthy. The type of guys who you sort of resent but deep down wish you could swap places with, just to see what it's like. The type of men who live on their own terms and have enough money to buy all of your favorite cars. One, he gets tested by women persistently. A woman is attracted to a man who keeps his word, says what he means, and will remain unmoved by external forces. Expect these tests to never end. Most tests will occur with a high-value woman in a relationship with a man who is of a near equal value or who has recently lowered his value. This means that you can expect more tests and challenges from the woman when you are at your lowest and least feel like having to deal with it, as she will also feel less secure about you and need to remind herself of how great you truly are. She will fire your life to higher plateaus of high at the expense of forcing it to deeper valleys of low. Man up. Tests come in the form of challenging what you say or do, frequently changing her mind or flaking to see if she is called out on it, doubting you out loud, or attempting to undermine your ultimate purpose in life. When this happens, you need to demonstrate that you are high value still. When she challenges you, do not give in. Laugh off her pathetic attempt at a challenge. When she starts being erratic and changing her mind, tell her to stop. If you are at a low point, then do not let your emotions control your actions ever. This is an unattractive trait for a man to have. Remain confident in yourself. Remind yourself that you can escape whatever small slip-up you are currently experiencing. You need to believe this yourself, as no matter what you tell your partner, she will see whether you believe it yourself. Don't become down and never feel self-pity. Fix your problem and get out of the rut as soon as possible. There is no reason to dwell there. 2. He adds more value than he takes. Adding value can come from a wide variety of sources, such as your energy, personality, network, resources, knowledge, past life experiences, and challenges overcome. High-value men share more, and low-value men take. At the core, the high-value man is confident in himself enough to own his value and share from a place of abundance, whereas a low-value man acts from a place of lacking, of scarcity, so he must take. The actions and behaviors of an abundant mind versus a scarce mind are widely different. Abundance is attractive, scarcity is desperation and repulsive. Men on this journey must accept that they do have real value to offer. Stop hiding and start sharing more. You will be respected and valued by others when you embrace this more. 3. He never chases, he attracts. A high-value man doesn't chase things. He works hard to attract the things he wants in life by becoming the type of man who deserves those things. That goes for partners, career opportunity, and everything else in between. Becoming the best version of yourself means that it will make sense for those things you want to come into your life. If you want someone special, you must become someone special. If you want a higher income, you must have high income skills. If you want a healthy and fit body, you must develop the habits and routines of a healthy man. Good things come to those who do the work and become deserving of those things. 4. He doesn't try to nice guy. I was always brought up to be what I thought was nice, which actually made me a pushover for several years in school. I thought nice included offering to help people whom I knew would not offer anything in return. There is a big difference between helping people without expecting anything in return and helping people knowing that they will not give you anything in return. I will still help an old lady cross the road, and I will carry somebody's suitcase up a flight of stairs in a train station if they need a hand and I am heading in that direction. But I no longer will spend time helping somebody who is out for personal gain and would not do the same for me, even if they are a friend. By being nice to a woman, like texting her emojis all day, you are showing that you want something from her, which immediately makes her have control over you. And she will lose any ounce of attraction to you that she originally had, as you have demonstrated lower value to her. By hiding your interest in a woman, it will make a woman respect you more and often try to gain your full attention. If you give her your full attention without demonstrating higher value and making her attracted to you, then she has won and will lose interest and move on. The reason some loud assholes are respected by their peers or admired by women is that they are indifferent to what people think of them. By not caring what people think of them, they are showing that they are confident in themselves and whom they are, while simultaneously letting everyone else around them know it too. It demonstrates higher value to everyone around them. This is an extremely attractive quality. So a big secret to success is not caring what others think about you. Avoid searching for their approval, disapproval of your actions. Unfortunately, caring what people think about you helps to make somebody a good person who values relationships. And not caring is frequently what makes many people ignorant dicks who think that they are always right. So what to do? It's difficult. Avoid doubting yourself out loud. but don't refrain from talking to people in private for advice. 5. He has a strong purpose in life. A high-value man has a strong purpose in life. He knows why he is here, and he knows what he wants out of life. He is motivated and driven, and he is always making progress toward his goals. He doesn't waste time on distractions. Instead, he focuses on what is important. He is always working towards his purpose, and that gives him a sense of pride and satisfaction. This man doesn't have time for negativity or laziness because he is too busy working hard to achieve his goals in life. The high-value man knows where he wants to go, and he knows how to get there. He has a plan in place, and he isn't afraid of obstacles along the way. Instead of being discouraged by them, he sees them as opportunities for growth. In that way, the high-value man can grow stronger when times are tough. He learns from his mistakes, but it doesn't stop him from moving forward with his life. Instead of quitting when things get tough, he keeps going because he knows how important it is to keep moving forward with his life. 6. He avoids showing weakness. When people respect you and look up to you, they will come to you for guidance or help. People will expect things from you that they would not expect from a beta male. And if you do not live up to expectations, then other males will question you or contend for the title. Just like when a wolf shows weakness, the second strongest male wolf in the pack will fight for the right to be the leader. You need to avoid showing weakness, as consciously and subconsciously people are looking out for it at all times. As a high-value individual in the room, you will draw attention to yourself. Girls want to know if you are the real deal before they risk possible embarrassment by showing attraction towards you in front of their friends. Guys are either jealous beta males desperate to find a way in which they are better than you, even if it is trivial, e.g., "Oh, he looked a bit awkward then. He isn't that cool," or they are other alpha males contending with you. Showing weakness can mean showing submissive body language, giving in to somebody else, not fighting back when given a verbal attack, or falling for a girl's shit test. 7. He is assertive and not aggressive. Let's presume you don't want to be a pushover or people pleaser. It's a very emasculating trait to let the world walk all over you and say thank you or sorry in the process. You owe it to yourself to speak up and advocate for your own wants and needs. However, a high-value man knows the difference between being assertive like a grounded man and being aggressive like a whiny boy. Unless you want to get tarnished with that old toxic masculinity brush, you need to learn the difference. Here's what you need to know. Aggressiveness. When you act out of aggression, you attack and you're confrontational. High pressure, manipulation, and coercion are commonplace. The person feels trapped in that any further action on their part will only exacerbate your aggression, so they may cave, but not be happy about it. You might be overly forceful in your ideas and make the other person feel uncomfortable. Of course, in extreme cases, you might even be violent, rude, or obnoxious. Assertiveness. Assertiveness is about having confidence in your own beliefs, values, and thoughts. It means stating directly how you feel, what you want, or what you believe. You're not here for a fight. No, you are self-assured enough to stand up for yourself without having to be forceful. It's the respectful thing to do. It may seem as though you are pushing people away, but it's very attractive to others and a requirement to earn their respect when you own your power and boundaries. 8. He looks after his mind. Another of the top traits of a high-value man that separates him from everyone else is that he looks after his mind. The high-value man knows that caring about mental health isn't some girly trend or something that makes him weak. He understands that your emotional and mental well-being is key to everything else in your life, and that if you let yourself become mired in a toxic pattern of reacting to difficult emotions and situations, you can torpedo your life. That just won't do. So the high-value man commits to improving and optimizing his mental health as much as possible. 9. He avoids black and white thinking. A low-value man engages frequently in black and white thinking. If he has a breakup, he bemoans that he'll never meet the right woman and always be alone. If he meets a new partner whom he's very into, he's joyous about how he's now made it and life will be peaches from here on out. No, the high-value man doesn't play these harmful games. He knows that the best and worst times in life can always change, and he manages to control and mediate his emotions even during the best and worst of times so that he doesn't spin out of control into irrational and impulsive behavior. A high-value man can control himself and his reactions to life, at least more so than your average low-value man.